Alright, my name's Dash Hyde, and we did professional sports. My partner did the first 5 slides, and these are the industry format, and the controversial issue, and then my career. For the industry format, we have, there's 5 prominent sports leagues right here. The MLB, NBA, NHL, NFL, and NLS. And they combine to make about 138 franchises. I separated the industry into 4 formats: ownership, league commissioner, and marketing and revenue sources, because there's just so many to do. For ownership, they prominently the family-owned teams, but it's changed a lot over the years to a more business-related system, and so an example of that is the Steve Biscotti buying the Baltimore Ravens for $600 million compared to what it used to be, where there was just a family-owned type of things. Owners pretty much seek to maximize the revenue for their investment, and they also hire board members and other things to help them make decisions, and so they get the best out of their investment. Most of the times they hire the coaches too, and fire teams coach too. They have both options. Some restrictions they have is franchise rights, territorial rights, and revenue sharing. For the league commissioner, he is basically just runs the league and makes the executive decisions. He's the highest power in the professional sports. He's elected by the team, leagues, and owners, and handles matters such as discipline, attribution of disputes between clubs, and plenty of other things. The exact powers depend on the league that the commissioner is part of. For marketing is the 3rd category, and it is generally through mass media coverage of the games and network viewing of the programs. The contracts between the leagues and the broadcasting companies also help the marketing to expand their sport franchise. Fan clubs, advertising are other examples of that. For the 4th category, in industry format, there's revenue sharing. And revenue sharing is they usually derive from the national television and radio contracts with the teams, such as the MLB's contract of $700 million with ESPN. Also, league-wide licensing and league-wide sponsorship programs such as Nike, Burger King, Ford also help to generate revenue for the league. Team revenue is a little bit smaller category and consists of local broadcasting, gate recipients, and referred seating and other stadium revenues. For the challenging issue, there's many of them, but I chose the antitrust laws. For just the beginning, the antitrust laws were laws put in place to regulate corporations and kept companies from becoming a large fixed industry. And exemptions at first were labor unions, agricultural corporations, and banks, and eventually included mergers and agreements of professional sports leagues. The controversy, really, there's a lot, but between the MLB and NFL had specific exemptions. The MLB, the league officials in 1915, this was the first example of this, tried to monopolize the sport, and they were found guilty under the Clayton Antitrust Act and fined $240,000 or $3 million today. And the appeal was actually revised in the trial verdict, and the subject, which are the league officials, were not found guilty under the Sherman Act. And it was a unanimous decision because the baseball was not considered a interstate commerce, so they were exempt from the Sherman Act, but still had to pay the fines. For the NFL, it's not allowed to directly compete with high school sports. And in 1970, the AFL and NFL had a merger creating the National Football League. The Inc. versus NFL, it was a dispute over the establishment of the NFL, and they said the establishment of the NFL consists of cartels, which are 32 independent businesses subject to the antitrust laws, which was just basically each team is subject to their own disputes, not the whole league. see. The effects, basically, of this whole challenging issue is allow professional sports league to grow and to flourish into what they are today. Thanks.